What's up, everybody? Tommy here, Math Productions, and this video is just an update on some building that I was doing here this morning. We added in a new fort from the Fortified mod, the most recent mod from Something Wicked 3 in their Wicked Workshop Outpost mod set. And as you see here, we got kind of a not a bird's eye view, but we got an elevated view across the entirety of the property. And we're just going to walk through kind of some of the things that I added here today, why I added them here today, and then maybe a little update on what we should expect probably at the start of the new year for this playthrough. So what I showed there is I did add two things to this watchtower. Didn't add anything to the watchtower on the landing pad. All I added on this one was a mission terminal and an egg incubator. But ultimately, this fort I set up entirely to be residential. To tease what I'm going to talk about for the coming new year, this outpost probably isn't long for us. Not necessarily by my own choosing, but it's definitely going to be worth it. We'll talk about that towards the end of this video. But I have been learning a lot more about how the colonists work when you're using Bard's Outpost Recruitment Beacon. I also added to the load order a zero-cost assignment add-on mod, kind of, if you will, from Old Bard again. It's supposed to give me unlimited crew slots at my outpost and on my ship. So far, I haven't figured it out, but it's because I added it after already having built this outpost. I think that's the variable that's causing me a hiccup. So again, to keep teasing towards what we're going to get to, if we eventually are no longer at this outpost, if we were to start fresh with a new one, maybe it'll work at that point, since it'll be from a fresh build forward. I don't know. We'll find out. But what we went through in there was residential because I have a bunch of colonists that are at my location, and they need somewhere that they can sleep. They've got some places already that they can eat. They had a few places to sleep, but not nearly enough for the number of colonists that we have here. So again, that first fort that we've been walking through is entirely set up with sleep crate living, a bunch of storage for all of their stuff, all of their luggage and everything is just kind of piled in. It's a new build, so people are just moving in. It looks like chaos. Eventually, though, everything would get organized and into its place. That's the way I like to see it. But there was two other buildings that were under construction in that area there. We're making our way through the central fortification that we've shown already. Added a couple tables out here in the courtyard. I added a couple signs in that central fort. Not a whole lot changed there. We do have Terry assigned now to this location, so Terry's just roaming the grounds. But over here I did add in a bunch more commercial type builds as well. This first building, it's got Bard's Outpost Crew Command, and check this out. To retract what I said last video, I put the Outpost Attack Manager from SKK Mods back in my load order, and we are going to keep it in there. If for nothing else, the ability to remove the downed enemy bodies from the grounds, it seems worth it for that. Plus, I'll randomly like to have fun like we did in the other video and just summon some enemies and just go to town, right? It again is an unlimited source of gear, ammo, weapons, the like. So it is a worth it mod to go ahead and just keep in there. Of course, these two buildings, I had to get some representation at the outpost for both the Free Star Collective and the United Colonies, and that outpost back there. But then this building here, we've got a trade authority crate already set up on the grounds. We figured they needed a actual headquarters, right? So we've got a trade authority kiosk, and then the trade authority delivery service here at that actual brick and mortar location that we set up finally for the trade authority. But that's pretty much it for the new things that I built here today. Tons of cluttered decor was added to the fort. That was the new residential build. That was the big thing I did. A couple small buildings, but it was a good morning for me. I had fun. So I guess now to get to what I was getting to, in Something Wicked 3's Discord, they keep everyone in the community that's in that community up to date on what they're working on, what they're doing. They're doing some updates to the Fortified mod, and it looks incredible. Something Wicked asked if there was anything that anybody wanted to see. I threw a couple ideas out. My man took that and ran with it and exceeded my hopes and expectations by far. I cannot wait to update Fortified. But because of some of the things that Something Wicked had to do with that Fortified mod, they've already stated like it's going to ruin your current build, but it's going to be worth it to be able to build again with those new additions. So that's where I'm saying this outpost we're looking at now, I'm loving it. I've learned a lot still, and here soon we're going to get to remove this outpost and start again. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are as well. I hope that you like the build that's going on. If you do, I hope you press the like button. I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. There's going to be so many more builds as time goes on. It's not going to be a one and done. It's going to keep going. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see next. And as always, take care.